What is up, my lovely comic comrades? How are you guys doing? It's been what, like a week or two since we've been here on a variant live. I'm gonna wait to for some people to populate. Someone says how much longer. I bet this is an April Fool's joke. Dude, I hate April Fools with the internet recently. Like, it's no longer fun. Because today, for instance, before I get into talking about the news, I have to rant a little bit about April Fools. Um, Today I was on Instagram. I knew it was April Fools. My wife even warned me. She's like, "By the way, April Fools, because she knows what I do. I'm always on the internet." She's like, "So just know it's April Fools." But I'm not paying attention during lunch. I'm eating my chicken tender. I'm on the Instagram, and I see someone post like, that the DC animated universe is releasing a Nightfall animated Batman movie in the style of Bruce Timm, which is, Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Justice League Unlimited, all that stuff. And I was like, for like 5 seconds, it got me. I'm like, oh my God, because they made a fake cover and everything. And it got me in 5 seconds. I'm like, and then I realized it was an April Fool's joke. So there is that. April Fools. Halfway through it. Let's get this over. Needless to say that upset me, so that sucked. But let's get into some comic book news because there's lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. And for those of you wondering, yes, I am back, everyone. It's funny, I already hosted 2 episodes back last week, a history of Savannah, origin of Phantasm. People are like, "Are you back? You back?" I'm like, dude, there's already 2 new episodes up with me in it. Yes, I'm back. I caught a virus. It wasn't fun, and I'm here. I'm here now. So, ta-da! Let's see. Gomez. I can't pronounce your last name. Gomez something. Sorry, bad with reading names. Says, tell us your thoughts on Shazam. Funny enough, I just finished it. I just finished editing a video, which was my review of Shazam. It's going up Wednesday, so there will be my spoiler-free review for Shazam this coming Wednesday, and then I'll probably give my spoiler thoughts next Monday, next Variant Live, because the movie doesn't officially release until this weekend. So I want to give people time to see it before I start spoiling it, as only a handful of people already saw it because of the early screening that Fandango did, 2 weeks ago now, which is how I saw it and why the review is going up a few days early before its official release. Okay, but wit, wit. That's not a word. With that said, let's get into it. Before I start, hold on. I wanna get my notes out and on my phone. I have everything set up, but I just want to like kind of have it going here so I can glance at it every now and then. There we go. All right, so before we get into talking about the Joker on Gotham, they just released a teaser literally like 30 minutes ago, a 30-second teaser, and an official picture of what the Joker will look like in Gotham for the last 2 episodes. I believe the last 2 episodes start this week. There's one this Thursday, and then next Thursday is the finale. So they released a 30-second teaser trailer as well as uh, an official photo of what the Joker looks like. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but first bit of news we're going to talk about, as you guys know, we do with Variant Live all the time. We talk about an anime that we're watching from week to week. Now, I know I was sick, so unfortunately we skipped a week or two. I think two, but I'm back. I'm back. We're doing it. I watched episode 3 of Genlock. That is the episode, the series we are currently watching on Verve every week now. You guys, hopefully you guys are watching along with me, where you watch one episode every week and then we discuss here, so we could talk about it. I could talk about it with you. You could talk about it in the chats if you did or didn't see it, if you did or didn't like it. So yes, there is that. We're currently on episode 3. If you guys want to know what is Genlock, how to watch Genlock, well, all I gotta do is click the link in our description box below. It's an original series that's on Verve, a streaming platform through Rooster Teeth. And if you click the link in our description, you'll get a free 30-day ad-free trial. They have all sorts of original content on there, like a Genlock, which is awesome. Lead character is voiced by Michael B. Jordan. Killmonger himself, Dakota Fanning, is a supporting character in the show as well. Dragon Ball Super is on Verve, One Punch Man's on Verve, My Hero Academia is on there, bunch of animes, bunch of just even retro shows too, like Nick Splat channel is on there. So like, Are You Afraid of Dark is on there, Doug is on there, Salute Your Shorts is on there, all those 90s Nickelodeon shows that I'm sure you guys love so much is on there, are on there, it's on there, as well as like Freakazoid. Freakazoid is also on there. That's an underrated superhero cartoon series. I love that series. It was one of my favorite cartoon series as a kid, and that is also on there. Point is, click the link in the description, free 30-day ad-free trial to watch all that stuff, as well as watch Genlock with me, yours truly, every Monday here in Variant Live. Let's talk about episode 3. So spoilers, there's gonna be spoilers. Sorry if you haven't watched it. Sorry. Someone in the comment section did say, yeah, One Punch Man season 2 is coming out. It's another reason why to give her. There you go. Because if you want to catch up with season 1, do that and watch season 2 on there as well. Anyway, so Genlock. For those of you who don't, I'll give a brief summary of it. The series basically is about it's a post-apocalyptic. It's based, believe, like in like an apocalyptic New York set. Well, the world in general, but series starts off in New York. Basically, you have the bad people, the Union, who like they're terrorists essentially trying to take over and destroy and rule the world, versus the Vanguard, which is like this elite military good guys. It's kind of like, you have the Jedi Order, and then you have the Empire. That's basically, the easiest way to, to tell you what it is. Um Long story short, crap hits the fan. The Union's like taking down America and all that stuff. And the Vanguard basically hires a scientist who's invented Genlock. Genlock is basically a way for your brain to be linked to a mech. So you're not inside piloting like in Voltron or in Power Rangers. You're not physically in there. Your brain links to the mech, where you literally become the mech. Think of it like Robot Man from Doom Patrol. Like his brain is inside the robot body like that, except physically your brain isn't in there. It's just it throws your brain patterns and stuff into the robot, so that, you're seeing out of the eyes of the robot. You become the robot. Trick with that is though, not everyone could pair with Genlock, and if you can't pair with Genlock, you basically die. Your brain bleeds out, blood everywhere. You die. So you have to be like a perfect pairing, like an elite of the elite, all that fun stuff. Um, Anyway, at the end of season 2, again, spoilers, I didn't, I warned you guys, end of, season 2, episode 2, we find out that there was a mole, because the scientist basically brings people in to see if they could pair with Genlock and if they're willing to do that to fight the Union. Um, and we see that there was a mole in there, someone from the Union who was like, "No, I'm coming here to infiltrate. I'm trying to steal one of these, Genlock mechs, and scientist, sir, you're gonna make me put my brain in there, put my brain waves in there, and I'm gonna have to take one of these mechs back to the Union, and then we're gonna fight you, right?" So the guy's like, "Okay," knowing that not everyone pairs well with them. He's like, "You're not gonna be a pair, and then you're gonna die when you do it." You don't know that, so sure, he does it, puts him in the little chamber thing. He tries to merge with it, he dies because again, not everyone could pair with it. Episode 3, which is now that was the backstory. That was my recap. That was my spiel that you would get before the episode. It's like last time on Genlock. Um, as of this episode, basically the whole episode deals with like the crew coming to terms with, do they want to be a part of Genlock? Like, they're, needless to say, they're all scared to see if they even are a proper fit, because again, it's not like, oh crap, I'm just not going to merge with the mech. It's like, oh crap, I'm just gonna die now, because not everyone could merge with these mechs. But obviously they all end up doing it. They all do it, and they're just learning. Michael B. Jordan's character, his name escapes me at the moment. Again, I'm only 3 episodes in, and I only watch it once a week, so I don't know the names by heart yet. Michael B. Jordan's character, the lead character, basically is starting to train them and help them and stuff like that, and they're basically just learning how to be a team. And this is the episode, third episode in, where we learn, okay, this is a thing. They're now officially a team, and now they're starting their training to go out and fight the Union. That's basically the whole um idea and summary of this episode. But it's just really, really well done. The thing that's crazy about the show is the score is awesome. It's very epic, and the storytelling is really, really good. It kind of reminds me of Young Justice storytelling in that sense, where it's just very thematic, and it's like, it's like watching Game of Thrones, House of Cards, like any adult TV show where you have to watch, every episode to know what's going on. And the story is just good. It's very good sci-fi. It's a good concept. I mean, if you like Power Rangers, you like Voltron, it's definitely a spin on that, but a unique spin. You know what I mean? Because nothing's really original anymore. Even the things you like the most, it's just someone in a just puts a good spin on it to make it their own. So I highly recommend you watch it. Link is in the description below, and we can continue talking about it. So let's go on to episode 4 for next week. That's your homework assignment, kids or adults. I don't know. The age range is probably crazy for people watching. I'm not going to discriminate. So yeah, definitely check it out. Highly recommend it. I'm very excited. It's only 8 episodes too, so after next week, we're already halfway through. So that's that's fun times. Now, let's get into what the title of this episode is, and what I'm sure you people want me to talk about, because that's what the title of this episode was and why you clicked on it. All right, so about literally like 40 minutes ago now, or earlier, I think. I don't know. I think it's actually earlier this morning. Today, DC, Fox, Warner Brothers released a teaser trailer and official image of what the Joker is going to look like in the final two episodes of Gotham. As everyone knows, this whole season has been a big build up to these final two episodes. We're going to see what Bruce looks like in the bat suit. We're going to see what the Joker's final form in this show looks like. We had some leaked images of both Batman and the Joker of weeks prior, and I will say for the leak images of the Batman suit, not a fan. Not a fan. Looks like really, really like first time cosplay. Not good. No, no, no. um, and even the leaked Joker images, I was like, okay, maybe, maybe. I was like, I'll wait for an official. Got an official. So let me show it to you before I give you said thoughts. Let's do that. And I do have a super chat here. I will get to you in a second, sir. Thank you so much for the super chat. I will get to you after I talk about this Joker. I promise that. All right, so let's minimize this, and I'm gonna screen share with you, lovely, lovely people, because I was smart this time, and I got pictures beforehand, so it's just a matter of screen sharing with everyone. All right, let me pull that up. Go screen here, and boom. That is our official look at Joker in Gotham. There it is. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm feeling it. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. Right? Yeah, let's get bigger here. There we go. Go a little more. I don't know, guys. I mean, it looks creepy for sure, but it also kind of looks like he's just wearing like a rubber mask, like one of those silicone masks. And like, I get what they're trying to do because, like, more real world, like if you were to fall in a vat of acid, your hair would get singed off, your skin would be all burnt and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm like, it's like, okay. It kinda looks more horror movie, like zombie. Someone's saying in the comments, Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, it kinda looks more like along those lines than comic book supervillain or Joker, which I think is probably what my biggest problem with it is. I don't know. I'm very vocal. I'm not a fan of like most TV superhero costumes. I'm very vocal about how I hate the leather from the Arrowverse. Like every like show in the Arrowverse thinks like leather's the way to go. They've been changing that recently. But here I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Um, They've been changing that recently, but, like, for the most part, it's just like, "Leather, that's cool. The X-Men did it back in, like, the early 2000s, late '90s. That's a superhero. Put him in green leather, put him in black leather, put him in red leather." I mean, like, the Flash's costume's not leather anymore, but and so on, but it's like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a fan of most of, like, 90% of the CW, costumes or, like, just these primetime network costumes. Same thing with, like, um Gotham, like Solomon Grundy, good lord. Oh man, party city all day long. It's like they literally just spray painted him white, put a white wig on him, and got like a blazer that they just ripped up when he's supposed to be like this crazy, like, Solomon Grundy zombie monster thing. Just no. Anyway, Joker image. um, I don't know, man. It's again, I'm gonna show it one more time. It's here it is for people just coming to look. It's yeah, I don't know. I d I don't hate it. I'm just, like, not feeling it, if that makes any sense. It doesn't look I mean, the purple, clearly it's Joker. Here, I'll zoom back out to get the whole picture. Clearly, it's Joker, like, with the purple and everything. I kinda dig the yellow gloves, but the face, it just looks like horror movie, like, someone said it in the comments again, like, Jeepers Creepers, like, I don't know. It's I don't know. And they also released a teaser with this. I would show that, but like the internet lags and it's just dumb. So you could check that out. It's a 30-second teaser where you see him in motion and you see him like talk or laugh like briefly. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. That's for sure. With all that said, I'm definitely gonna watch the last two episodes. I'm actually haven't watched any of the season, but I'm gonna watch the last two episodes because I want to see this in action, this Joker live action Joker in action, and I want to see the bat suit, what that's gonna look like. as well in motion and stuff on the screen, because we haven't got an official image for that. We only got like the back of it. So yeah, that is that. That's my thoughts on that. Don't hate it, but I feel like nah about it. I'm just thinking I'm not really like the biggest fan either. Kind of just there. It's aight. All right, so let's move along with the next. Let's stick with the costume category because we got a really good costume that was released earlier. Um, this week. Oh, sorry. Before I do that, I do want to answer the super chat because I did promise. Sorry. Let's see. 85667N says, do you think Wolverine or X-Men will ever be in Avengers or join part of the MCU? Not only do I think that, Kevin Feige, the CEO, president of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Studios, confirmed that. Yes, it is only a matter of time. So it's not a matter, do I think that it's going to happen? It's confirmed. It's just a matter of time. The Fantastic Four, the X-Men, all that good stuff. Galactus, Silver Surfer will be entering the MCU. I'd imagine Phase 4 at some point. They have confirmed that. The deal's already set. Disney owns those. They own Fox. The deal's closed. So yes, yes, sir, or ma'am. That is a thing. That is actually going to happen. So yes, thank you for your super chat. Do have another super chat that I want to answer real quick before I move on to Stargirl, which I said because we got her costume. Let's see. Sup, Arris. I heard that Spider-Man will be back with Sony after Far From Home. I saw Shazam early. It was the best Captain Marvel movie. Who are your top Marvel slash DC villains? Ooh. All right. Let's go DC first. I'll do five. I'll do the first five. Joker, obviously. Reverse Flash, number two. Sinestro, number three. There's so many good ones. It's probably gonna be another Batman one. Do I want to say? Do I want to go? Okay, Mr. Freeze, number four, and my fifth DC villain. Man, there's so many good ones. I'm sure I'm even forgetting stuff because I'm on the spot. Hmm. You know, want to say he's underutilized. Lex is obvious. Lex, no. I'm gonna go Bizarro. I love me some Superman too. I'm gonna go Bizarro on that. Those are the first five to come to mind. I might change if I think about it a little more. I'm sure I may have forgot because you're putting me on the spot, but those are the first five that came to mind. Definitely top three for sure is Joker, Reverse Flash, Sinestro. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Marvel. Let's see. Marvel, Green Goblin, Venom. It's gonna be a lot of Spider-Man villains. Magneto. Yes, Magneto. Fantastic. X-Men. Who else? Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, and pick a fifth. I really like the Kingpin. I'm gonna go with that. Again, this is just off the top of my head. But yeah, those are my five. So thank you for the super chat, sir. But let's get into this. Harvey Dent says Eris say poop. Since I read that, does that mean I already said it? I think that's what that means. Anyway, Stargirl, let's show you her picture. She is getting a live action series later this year for the DC Universe streaming service. It's going to be part of their original series, like Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Titans, Harley Quinn, all that fun stuff. So let's show you that picture. And I will say, I like it because what's not to like about it? I'm going to tell you why right now, because it is literally ripped right out of the comics. That is 100% Stargirl. Like they didn't change anything. That they literally 100% adapted her from like any Stargirl like comic book you see, even like the animated shows, like down to her staff, everything. I love the texturing they put on her costume. Like see like the texturing and all that stuff. Like that is dope. I do have one complaint, I guess, where it's her mask right here. Like it doesn't. It looks like it's just like a kind of like held on by like an elastic string, which it looks a little cheesy. Like I like the mask itself and the texture, but the way it's held on, I think's a little weird. Maybe they could have thought of a more creative way to make that seem less like just like a Party City mask that has like a or masquerade mask that has a string. It looks just like the comics, but you can kind of see the skin here and stuff. I don't know. I'm nitpicking, but overall, like I mean, it's that Stargirl, like 100% Stargirl from the comics. The crazy thing about this, I think, even besides Stargirl, is that Stripe is in the background. If you don't know who Stripe is, that is her sidekick, aka her dad, who is in this mech suit called Stripe. And as you could see, he is huge. There's his arm right there over her left shoulder, behind her head. Just huge. So I'm so curious. He's got to be CGI. So I'm curious to see what kind of budget and how he's going to look in motion. But that's a nice tease to Stripe. And again, she looks awesome. I mean, that looks way better than the costume from Legends of Tomorrow, and infinitely better than the one from Smallville back in the day. This is, I mean, again, that looks awesome. It's Stargirl. Like, what can you complain about? It's literally ripped out of the comics. There's nothing to complain about. It looks awesome. So, yeah, I definitely dig that costume. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right. So that happened this week. What else happened this week? Because there's lots of comic news that happened this week. Hold on. Let me pull up my web browser. It's being stupid. I don't know why it's being stupid. It doesn't like me. There we go. All right. Let's see. What do I want to talk about next? Oh, I know what I want to talk about next. I want to talk about freaking Zack freaking Snyder talking about. Okay, so this news is a little bit old, but I haven't been around in a while in the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks because I've been sick when this news came out, so I haven't been able to do Variant Live. Basically, Zack Snyder came out about a week or two ago, I want to say, and he basically said, this is a quote from him. He said, "To fans shocked about Batman killing people in his movies, Snyder says, wake the F up." That's what he says. Now, everyone knows Batman's number one rule, he doesn't kill. That's the thing. That's just stick. He doesn't do that. But Zack Snyder, no, no, no. He thinks he does, or he should rather. He was quoted saying during a Q&A panel a few weekends ago, he said, quote, "Oh, like Batman killed a guy." I'm like, "Wake the F up," Snyder said. So I guess that's what I'm saying about once you've lost your virginity to this effing movie, and then you come and say to me something like, my superhero wouldn't do that. I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, down the effing road on that. You know what I mean? Like, what, bro? Like, what? No, the Batman, no. I don't care what your mind process is. That's not a thing. Like, okay, there's more. He goes on to say, quote, "It's a cool point. Look, I'm 100% fine with it. It's a cool point of view to be like, my superheroes are still innocent. My heroes don't effing lie to America. My heroes didn't embezzle money from their corp. My heroes, or their core, my heroes didn't commit any atrocities. That's cool. But you're living in an effing dream world." What? Yeah. That's the one line that gets me. It's like, yes, of course we are living in a dream world. Want to know why? This is fiction. Do you think superheroes are real? Do you think Jurassic Park is real? Do you think Star Wars is real? All of these movies, TV shows, comic books, video games, it's fiction. So 100% we are living in a dream world. That is the most asinine comment I think I've heard from someone talking, like trying to defend superheroes killing and doing things like that I've heard ever. Like, what? Like, the whole purpose, like, yes, like, it's just so cynical to be like, "Oh, heroes will do that, blah, blah, blah." It's like, yeah, okay, fine. Even if you wanna say that's how they'd be in the real world. Guess what this isn't? The real world. It's fiction. Batman isn't real. Last time I checked, I haven't seen anything on anyone in the news driving a Batmobile, just swinging around buildings with a grappling hook and bat ears and a cape. Not a thing. Or an alien flying around with a red cape, or a guy dressed as a spider swinging around New York. Haven't heard of that in the history of ever in real life. So, yeah, pretty sure it's fiction and we're living in a dream world. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, he also, like, plotted his DC EU universe. It was a 5 picture arc. Like, apparently the dream sequence in Justice League, the nightmare sequence, that was a flash forward scene, not a dream sequence. The exact scene was going to happen in Justice League because Superman went bad because Lois Lane died. So when Lois Lane died, that made Superman susceptible to Darkseid being able to control him, which made him evil. And then that sequence in Justice League where the Flash is like, "Bruce, it's Lois, she's the key." Like, that was apparently also really happened, or not a dream or a vision, or I guess it's vision, but it really happened because basically in the next Justice League movie, Batman and Cyborg would be like, "Yo, Flash, you need to go back in time and reverse the events that happened so Lois Lane didn't die, so Superman didn't go crazy." So that's where that was connected. Then in the Justice League movie, you know how in the trailer we saw Bruce being like, "Oh, I hope he would come," or they said he would come, and you see the green light on him, and everyone's like, "Is that Superman? Is that Green Lantern?" Is Green Lantern, because apparently Green Lantern was going to come to save the day to kind of beat up Superman as well. And also by the end of all these 5 movies, Batman was going to die because that's how cynical Zack Snyder is and about superheroes and doesn't believe in hope love, or hero saving the day. Everyone dies, steals, embezzles, and we're living in the dream world. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I know everyone's like the Snyder Cut, the Snyder Cut, the Snyder Cut. I could care less about the Snyder Cut. Want to know why? Because all of this just confirmed for like the 10th time that no matter what cut we got, it was not going to be good. So, I mean, again, this is my opinion, my personal opinion. I know lots of people still want to see it, would think it would be good. No, 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 not me. Not me. No, sir. Not a fan of what he was going to do with the DCEU. I'm glad that the DCEU is redirecting course. You know, they've said it ever since like Wonder Woman and stuff. They've been getting better. Wonder Woman was awesome. Aquaman was awesome. Shazam was awesome. So they're on a steady incline, and that's because Snyder is no longer involved in the DCEU, and that sucks because I actually, when he got Justice League, I was actually super excited because I'm a big fan of Watchmen. I say it all the time. Watchmen's actually one of my top 10 favorite superhero movies of all time. But see, being cynical works for the Watchmen. That's the whole point of their creation. They're literally analogs of like real world characters, like they're based off like the Question and old Fawcett comics like characters and stuff like that. So, ugh, jeez, it's just Lord. Just not a fan because the thing is like okay. All right, I'm gonna rant a little bit longer on this because you are taking Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, the Holy Trinity, these beloved DC characters. Like these characters were around, whether you like Marvel or DC for that is Marvel or DC more, that is irrelevant. DC was first, long before Marvel comics, right? With Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Holy Trinity, all that stuff. And these heroes, you have a responsibility, no matter who is taking these up in whatever form of media. Like I'm totally open for like other takes. Like in the Injustice world is awesome, but that's an Elseworld story. That is not in main continuity. That is awesome. I also stories and like alternate reality stories. Those are some of my favorite. But when you're taking these characters and like trying to create this universe, especially for the first time in DC, you have a responsibility to do them justice. Like you don't take their core values and just like piss all over it. Like plus, like I know for me personally, like I love superheroes and so much because it is like an optimistic take on the world. Like no matter how crappy and evil people are, there will always be good people that will do good to the end and that aren't corrupt and aren't, because we got enough of that bull crap in the real world. Like, why would I want that in my fiction as well? That's just me personally. I know a lot of people feel like that as well, and plus that's what these characters are like based on. To push that point even further, I know when people get signed to work for DC Comics, like if you're coming on as a writer to write for them or draw for them, like DC actually has prerequisites like, hey, like there are certain things you can and cannot do with these characters because that's what these characters are. You know what I mean? Because there's just certain values that that is the character. So when you go this far out and try to be so sort of goes like, oh, wake the f up, you're living in a dream world. Batman would kill, Superman would kill, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, bro, that's not. These heroes are made to inspire us, like to be better. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I got some more stuff to talk about. I could probably do a whole like hour ramble on this, which I actually might in the future, especially if he keeps releasing this stuff. Because I have one more thing. I have two sides of the coin here. With this. Another thing to say about this is he keeps like I feel like every other week he keeps releasing a new picture or doing something like this to be like, I get it, bro. I know you had a vision, you didn't see through. Fans didn't like BVS, and because of it didn't do well, and because of that, Warner Brothers like, yeah, no, you're done. So, and he's mad about that, which is why he's kind of like saying, wake the f up, man, because if it would have made a lot of money and critics and fans alike would have accepted it and loved it like they've done with a lot of, other movies made after it, like Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman, he would keep going, right? So, but that didn't happen. So he seems like he's kind of bitter. And I get that he put years of his life into this to, spent a lot of time and he had a vision and stuff. And it was his baby. And, it was probably like a dream project for him, as it would for anyone being able to get these properties on a scale that big. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you know, do an Elsa, do a Frozen, let it go. Like they're moving on. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, it's like just let it go. Those like BVS came out years ago, and you're still releasing. I like seeing those pictures stuff. I don't get me wrong, but it's just like you're just holding on to it, and it just seems like now you're like tearing like the fan base apart by being like effing wake up to all the people who didn't like it because everyone said didn't like it because of those darker tones and stuff. Like let it go. Just make other movies. Like move on. All right. I'm done. I'm tired from venting from this. Although I could keep going. I could keep going. All right. I do got another super chat here though from Serious Killmonger. Who would win, Marvel? Who would win, Marvel Loki or Hell King Spawn? Ooh. As I do with versus episodes, I have an initial answer, but I always kind of do more research to kind of make sure, solidify my answer and make sure I'm correct. My initial response to this though would be Hell King Spawn all day. That would be our initial response. I'd have to do, like, if you really want a legit answer, like I do for first episodes, I'd have to do a little more research and kinda, like, go back and refresh my memory, be like, "Oh, yeah, that it's time to this, blah," and then evaluate from there, but Hell King Spawn would be my answer. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. Alright, going into some more positive stuff. My boy, Josh Williamson, writer of The Flash ever since DC Rebirth, is writing a Flash Year One comic book, which is awesome. That's exactly as it sounds, guys. We are getting, Batman Year One? Yeah, we're getting a Year One origin for the Flash. And if memory serves me correctly, we've never gotten a Flash origin like that. A Flash origin that is just, fleshes out and details every little tidbit of the Flash, like we did for Batman Year One. We got the original version of Batman Year One, and then we got the new one from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo a few years ago for the New 52, or Zero Year, as it was called. Still pretty much the same concept. But yeah, we are getting some Flash Year One, and I couldn't be more excited for this, guys. It's really cool. I'm gonna read a quote here. Let's see. Yes, here's a quote. We're going to be doing Barry's first year as the Flash, but with a little bit of a twist. Williamson told fans when the story was announced at New York Comic Con, Barry's sense of hope, inspiration, and optimism is such an important thing, and I really want to tell a story of how he got there after the tragedy of losing his mother at a young age. So, I mean, we're literally just getting a Batman Year One, but for the Flash. And as you guys know, the Flash is easily one of my favorite DC characters. He's actually one of my favorite superheroes in general. I think he would also make my top 10 favorite superheroes list. I'm a fan of Flash. Barry Allen is my favorite Flash. So I could not be more excited for a Flash Year One um, book. So yes, all day, every day. I'll show you guys. I have a cover I can show you guys that was released. Let's see. Boom. Flash Year One. That is the promo art that has been released for it. So, I mean, it's very Year One-esque. Awesome. I love how, like, he keeps burning holes through all his shoes because he's the Flash. He doesn't have a legit costume yet. Very, very cool. Cannot wait. Josh Williamson, he's a buddy of mine, but he's also a fantastic writer. So he's been doing as Kevin Smith would say, the Lord's work on the Flash. So yes, I am very, very excited for this. Yes, 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 please. All right. Moving on, staying in the comic book world, but jumping over to Marvel. Marvel announces Absolute Carnage. I know, again, this is like 2 weeks old, but haven't been here because virus. But yeah, we're getting another app. Well, not another, but we're getting like a main big event Carnage story, and couldn't be more excited. And it's done by the awesome Tony Cates, who did the Thanos story. Which, by the way, that Thanos, if you haven't read his Thanos run, one of the best comics to come out like in the last few years, easily. So good. We touched about it here a little bit a few episodes ago. Cosmic Ghost Rider was introduced in that run. Just some really cool stuff. You just check it out if you want a good comic to read. People are always asking me for reading recommendations. If you want a good Marvel book to read or just a good comic book in general, check out Donny Cates' Thanos run. So good. He's doing a really good job with Venom right now, kind of reinventing his origin. I know a lot of people are kind of upset with some of the things he's doing, but it seems like for the most part, people are liking it, and that's because it is really cool. I mean, you're not, you don't, basically like leave a mark without taking chances, like innovate. That's the word I was looking for. You don't innovate, the game, so to speak, without taking chances. That's definitely what he's done. And I think he's hit some homers for the most part. He's also doing Guardians of the Galaxy right now, which is really cool. So check that out. He's almost anything. He's like Marvel's golden boy right now. It's because everything he writes is pretty much a hit because he's just a good writer. Um, but yeah, let's show you guys the cover for Absolute Carnage real right quick so you can see how awesome this looks. Boom, look at that. Look at that. So this is the little synopsis that Marvel officially released with it. Cletus Cassidy is back and he is deadlier than he's ever been. Uh or actually Kate said this. Absolute Carnage encompasses every single character who has ever worn a symbiote and every symbiote that has ever been. going all the way back to when Peter found the black suit, going from there to Maximum Carnage to Venomized to everything. Everyone is a target. Now, if that doesn't sound like an awesome synopsis to you, you're crazy. This is probably my most anticipated Marvel book for this year, as I think it should be. Because again, did you just hear what I read? Did you hear what I read? Every single person who wore a symbiote in all of Marvel history, every single symbiote in all of Marvel history, going back to Maximum Carnage, going back to Venomized, some of the best symbiote storylines of all time. Yes, please. I want that. I'm gonna read that. You should read it too. I guess we get a preview for it May 5th on Free Comic Book Day, and then it's gonna go out, I believe, the month after that from there. So yes, guys, looking for some good comics to read. We got some stuff. We got some awesome stuff coming up. Flash Year One for DC, and we got Absolute Carnage for Marvel. Yes, some awesome stuff. And lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about here today is the Pennyworth trailer. We got the Pennyworth trailer. It's awesome. I can't show it because the internet is probably going to be a little choppy, but if you haven't seen it, go see it. Google, YouTube, Alfred Pennyworth trailer, and you could watch it. And there's some good stuff on there. I mean, well, it's a good trailer. It's just fun. Sorry, I got distracted with reading one of these comments here. No, it is a solid trailer. It's very espionage. It's not superhero because Alfred's not a superhero. It's his early days before he went to Gotham with the Waynes and all that stuff. And it's kind of what it is? Okay, Batman Year One by Jeff Johns, that graphic novel that came out years ago. It's that version. It seems like it's gonna kind of be that version of Alfred, where he's kind of like a badass, and he's like, I think he's gonna be in the military like he was in that book, and it's gonna be very espionage and like murder mystery type, and it just looks good. I mean, it just looks like a good show. I'm down for that. I mean, I think that could be awesome if done right, and the trailer looks really entertaining. So if you haven't seen that trailer, Google it, watch it, feast your eye orbs on it, and I think you'll enjoy it because I did. Let's see. I got a super chat though. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Christopher Ryan. We got it by Mark Wade. Oh, Born to Run Flash. Year One. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, we did. Okay. Yes, you are correct, sir. That's actually a very good storyline. There's so many storylines to remember, but I don't think it's gonna be done. With that said, I still don't think it's gonna be the same. It seems like this new one is gonna be a lot flesh stuff out a lot more. Or if anything, just for the new generation, kind of like what Snyder and Capullo did for Zero Year. Either way, it's been a long time, and Flash is one of the most popular characters out right now, so I think it's overdue. So yes, please, I'm down for that. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Doesn't even make sense. Oh man. Let's see. I think that's it. Yep, as I said before, that is all the news I have for you today, kiddos. Yes. So with that said, I am going to bring this live stream to a close, and I hopefully will see you guys on Wednesday when I give you guys my spoiler-free thoughts on Shazam. And I will say, for those of you watching here, we'll give you a little preview. It was awesome. I liked it a lot, but don't tell anyone because then they won't watch your review on Wednesday. But no, I was very, very thoroughly entertained. I'll get into details later. Just know I liked it so much that I had to get well, I've had this. It's not like I said like I had to get it. I've actually had this for a while. It was given to me. But anyway, I got this. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Yeah. He's on my desk. Shows you how much I like the movie. But with that said, guys, I will see you on Wednesday when I give you my spoiler-free thoughts on Shazam. And then I don't know what's this Saturday. Oh yeah, a versus episode because it's been a while with two of the biggest powerhouses DC Comics has to offer. This guy right here versus the last son of Krypton, Superman. So yes, Superman versus Shazam this Saturday in your faces. Who wins? The alien powered by the sun or the champion of Shazam? We'll find out Saturday. With that said, guys, I will see you next time when I talk about all things comics.